This is part B of the tutorial which demonstrates IBM pattern-based process model accelerators. In this part of the tutorial, we introduce you to a number of transformations and refactoring operations that you can use together with patterns to create and modify a process model. What you see on the canvas right now is how the process model will look like after we have completed this part of the tutorial. The process is called Handle Signed Contract. It contains the tasks to process a contract signed by the future employee. This includes the tasks to verify that the necessary signatures are in place, Social Security information is on file, a work permit if needed is obtained, and finally an employee record is created and a welcome package is prepared for the future employee. Let's switch to another canvas so that we can start to create our process model. When we have a set of tasks to create and we know their relationships to each other, for example, one task follows another or one task is an alternative to another, it is quite common for us to first create the set of tasks on the canvas, position them approximately according to the relationships, and then connect them together. Let's see how we can do this quickly. On the canvas is a set of tasks that have already been created and positioned between the start and terminate events. Notice that 3 of the tasks are placed roughly on the same row. The remaining 2 tasks are placed in a column with some extra space on both sides of the column. Next, we invoke the transformation AutoLink elements from the Accelerators palette. As you can see, control flow connections and 2 gateways have been added to the model. The AutoLink elements transformation connects tasks based on their geometric position on the canvas and also inserts decision and merge gateways. Let's give the decision a proper name. At this point, we notice one aspect of the process model that needs improvement. We do not always need to perform both obtain Social Security information and check work permit status. Obtain Social Security information is needed if the future employee is not a foreigner, while check work permit status is needed only if the future employee is a foreigner. To make this improvement, we will use the Convert to Alternative Compound transformation. We select both of these tasks. Then we invoke Convert to Alternative Compound transformation from the Accelerators palette. Notice that the 2 tasks that were in a sequence before have now been reorganized so that they are alternative actions. Let's give the decision a proper name. Once we check the work permit status for the future employee who is a foreigner, we may realize that we need to apply for a work permit. To do that, we need to refine the process model by adding an additional branch. We select the connection originating from the Check Work Permit Status task, followed by selecting the connection originating from the Obtain Social Security Information task, and then we invoke the Alternative Branch pattern from the palette. Notice that A decision and merge branch has been added. Let's name the decision work permit holder. If the future employee is a foreign national and currently does not hold a work permit yet, we need to apply for a work permit. We will use the insert task pattern to insert a task on this no branch. And we name the new task Request Work Permit. Now our process model is correct with regards to the handling of work permits. Another improvement we now notice is that we have two merge gateways here. And we can make our process model more compact by combining them together into a single gateway. To do that, we use the merge elements transformation. We select both merge gateways. Then we apply the merge elements transformation. Notice that the two merge gateways have been combined into a single gateway. And we can make our model even tidier by invoking the automatically order branches refactoring operation. Now the branches have been reordered. The last two tasks that we need to add are for creating an employee record and preparing a welcome package. We want to insert these two tasks just before the terminate event, and we do that by using the sequence pattern. We invoke the pattern from the accelerators palette, and we enter our two task names. The process model is almost complete. We can use control flow analysis to check to make sure that we do not have any control flow errors. To invoke control flow analysis, we bring up the context menu and select Control Flow Analysis. Indeed, we do not see any errors being reported. It is a good practice to use subprocesses to structure a large process model. One of the accelerators can help us quickly extract a fragment of the process model and create a subprocess out of it. We select the process fragment starting with the decision foreign national until all the way just before the terminate event. Then we invoke the extract subprocess refactoring operation. And as you can see, a subprocess has been created. We go back to the parent process so that we can give our subprocess a name. Let's call it Create Work Documents. The final step in this tutorial is to add data flow to the process model. When doing traditional process modeling, you have to select each connection and invoke associate data. Let's assume, for example, that we would like the output of this process model to be an employee record. We would select the connection just before the terminate event, and then we invoke associate data and select employee record. You can imagine, however, doing this for every connection is very cumbersome. With the new associate data transformation, you can easily associate data with multiple connections by using only a single operation. Let's see how this works. Let's assume that we want to associate the contract business item with all of the connections in this process model, except for the last connection going into the terminate event. We select all the connections and invoke associate data. We select the contract business item. As you can see, by using the associate data transformations, we are able to associate the contract business item with every connection, except for the last connection. This concludes part B of the tutorial, where we have applied a number of transformations, refactoring operations, together with patterns to create a fairly complex process model quickly and accurately.